y'all, Matt, the Helpful Homestead, and today I'm talking about something that I mentioned frequently in our videos and stuff like that, but there are these roof rakes, and here's one at a home that I'm inspecting. Now this happens to be a condo, but it's irrelevant, and this is a composition dimensional shingle roof. What happens with these roof rakes is that they have this sharp edge on them, okay? And if you're dragging that sharp edge off the roof to break snow off, you're gonna cause all kinds of damage to your roof. So that's gonna scrape at the granular, at the surface. It's gonna cause all kinds of surface damage. And if you catch one of these corners, you're gonna dig a big gouge into it, you know? Let alone if you catch this thing on the roof, you know, holy cow, you know, you have all kinds of problems. So roof rakes are not something that I generally advise individuals to use. Most of the time, you find that people are using them because they have a misperception of what ice dams are. Okay, so ice dams are basically the snow and ice building up at the bottom of your roof because the rest of the roof is warmer than the soffit area of the roof. And it basically has to do with insulation and ventilation. And if you can correct those two things, you can eliminate the need for ice damming prevention, okay? But in most cases, most people are raking their roof unnecessarily and causing damage to the roof, like to the tune of thousands of dollars, okay? The only way you know if you have ice dams is when you look up at the corner of your ceiling on an outside wall where you think you might have an ice dam, you would see moisture coming through. The other place you could see it is if you have ice damming would be in the soffit. So if you were looking at the underside of the soffit here and you saw ice or water running down from under the soffit down the siding, those would be signs of an ice dam. An ice dam, generally speaking, is not viewable from the exterior. The only way that that ice dam is going to cause water to get up into your home is if that ice builds up to a point where it's negatively pitched and that water can't flow downhill at all. It's going to want to flow back up under those shingles and enter into the home. And it has to flow back up under those shingles to where either the fasteners are or where the top of the shingle is, which is quite a ways, okay? So having a little bit of snow, having some icicles, having up to 40 inches of snow isn't going to hurt your roof. Your roof is actually designed to hold 60 inches of snow here in Wisconsin, all right? Roof raking can definitely cause damage to your roof, and I'd avoid doing it unless you absolutely have to and you absolutely know that you have ice dams. But if you have ice dams, there's other ways to address those ice dams. There's basically using some sodium chloride in a stocking and tossing it up there, getting some melting action going on. Giving that water a place to run to would be a much better way of going about doing that. You don't just want to use regular rock salt because that will deteriorate your roof surface, okay? But there are other ways of addressing the ice damming than taking to a roof rake like this, all right? Thanks again for tuning in, you guys. Remember, the better you take care of your house, the better it's going to take care of you. See you next time.